should be over here, when you think about it.
I just figured because it's plastic, they try to put it here so it didn't get busted over there, right?
Yeah, well, I know what you're saying, like, you could take it off here.
This is a tough one. The same principle.
I don't know. And pull that out. You just shut it off here. Before you disconnect it.
Before you disconnect it.
Right. It's very sexy. And you get the part.
I guess you had the blow-up valve and all that shit over there, but pain in the ass on the bag, right?
Well, I think your valve guy would be the one switching.
I don't know, that's what I was asking.
Tom, you could do that, excuse me, you could do that under pressure when it's charged, shut that valve and detach it, and leave that hose and bag charged. You don't have to purge it.
So, but you got the 3 hoses, so you wouldn't have to change the hose. The guy at the controls would be changing it.
Right.
And he's got enough hoses for you. Oh, you didn't put your underwear on today.
Right. For now, we have enough. Wire tie there.
For now. Well, the new set should be, I believe,
The same thing.
yeah, exactly.
All right, then we'll be good.
I did remind him of that.
All right, any questions? All right, what I want to do is, you're going to be the manifold guy. And Norm, you're going to be the guy looking in the front. Justin, you're going to be the guy over here on the passenger side. And Charlie Smith, you're going to be over here. And what we do is we're going to lift her up, and we're going to remove the cribbing, and we're going to drop it back down.
Do you need both bags?
We could use both bags, but we're only going to use the rated capacity at the top bag.
Man, 6 on the top of the back up. Looks like a dragster, huh?
Nice.
20 cars.
Now we're going to have a double lift using 2 bags. What we're going to do is we're going to lift the top bag first, and then we're going to use the bottom bag. Everybody ready? Yep. Ready. You all ready? You all ready to go? All right. Let's see if I can get this going. Go ahead, Paul.
And the small bag's rated for what?
That's like 1 inch. It'll lift 1 inch, 9 tons, 1 inch.
Now, isn't it better to send them bags underneath the optic for lifting?
Yeah.
Rather than being on one side and the other? They are?
That's the one up all the way.
Looks like it's backwards.
Looks like it's bigger.
Do you want to lift the second bag?
Yeah, let's lift the second bag. We'll lift up the green bag. Now you can see the pillowing effect. Is it going up?
No. Nope.
Now it is. Now you can see it's a little bit tougher. Even though we did it with the bottom bag, we had no problem with it. Because that has a higher rating capacity.
There you are now.
So you're using the smaller bag on top, and only do what the small bag does.
We're free over here. Side to side.
All right, stop pulling it out.
Pull the bottom one like this.
Now you're cooking.
Passenger side clear.
Now, John Favreau brought a very good point.
That's what we have in
Just give
here.
me a pager, man.
And all of a sudden,
Listen up, this is the guy from the men's auxiliary, so he's important. Now, what you do here is when you take it down, you have to follow, like it's reverse of what we did before. When we lifted, we cribbed as we went up. As we go down, we don't want to remove all the cribbing at once, because now it's just teetering on that side. What we want to do is you want to
lower it to the cribbing, you know, and whatever else, but lower it nice and easy so it's controlled. In case we lose the load, it won't drop all the way down. It may only drop like an inch or two, as opposed to like if we lost it now, this thing could drop, whatever, a foot or two. But of course, we got the wheels and stuff like that will prevent that. But if we were lifting something that didn't have wheels, we could have a problem. The other thing is, Danny brought up a very good point, is you want to center it. You want to center it as best you can. I don't have it centered as well as Danny thinks I should, which he's right, it could be centered more. However, this is reality. The real world out there is you try to do the best you can. If it ain't centered perfectly, but you think it's going to go, try it, lift, and then just chop. Like when we were at that Mini Cooper, you think I was looking for the center? Yeah, I was. You think I found it? Fuck no. Yeah, fuck it was. But the guys got the chocks and whatever else. The important thing is when we did the lift, we did chock as we lifted. In fact, we chocked before we lifted because we can only go from one side, and we used the chock as a fulcrum point. There's a lot of different things that you do. Everybody here is very intelligent in certain ways. We all have our pluses and minuses. That's why we work well together as a group, because we kind of like put our brains together. So what I'm trying to say is this is not perfect, but it's pretty close to perfect, and you can see we are successful. But you try and get as close to perfect as you can. All right. Are you ready to drop it, Mr. Kane?
Yes, I am.
All right. What I want you to do is I want you to lower the top bag first, so you're going to lower blue, deflate blue. Now, whenever you do things, you do them slowly. Now, this may sound crazy, but if I was to deflate the blue bag completely, I would increase the ability of this thing to lift heavier objects.
The blue bag did look like it had the air left in it. It was flattened out.
Well, it was actually pushing in to the other bag.
Put the air back in it and let the bottom bag out, and you'll see the difference.
That looks flat, right?
The top one's flat.
It looks flat, but you can actually see air coming out.
There's a belly on it, on the bottom.
It's pushing down instead of pushing up. And what's funny about this is as you deflate the blue bag, the green bag will look like it's getting bigger. Because instead of the blue bag pushing down into it, it's going to be going in the opposite direction.
There's an up and a bottom side on each one of these bags, right?
There's an up and a bottom side? No. You could use them any way you want.
Okay.
You could flip them backwards and forwards. The only thing you have to remember is, if you want to read the bag, the information is only printed on one side.
Seems empty.
All right, deflate the green bag, please.
Hey, Tom, you can use it on the side too, right?
What?
Use it on the side to spread something, right?
Yes. One of the things I was telling the fellas, when we work down in the city and we do elevators, in the project, the elevators are always have a problem. Kids messing or whatever else, they get used by billions of people, and eventually somebody gets stuck in it, and they're trapped. If you work in the city, you know that there's a hole to use an elevator key. It's usually located on the first or second floor, or the basement. But the people always get trapped on the 13th or the 14th floor, and there's no hole there, and you can't get a tool in there, or whatever else. The easiest way to get people out is you get a really tiny airbag, and you slip it at the top of the door, right where like the latch is, if it's a sliding door, and you just inflate the bag, and it just goes boom. And the elevator guy isn't mad at you because you haven't destroyed the door per se. It's just like it's like maybe an hour's worth of work, 15 minutes of work, but he charges an hour, and you're back in service again. So you can actually use these things to spread things open. So if we wanted to break open a car door, and our Hurst tool didn't work, and we could manage to get one of these things in and jam it in close to the lock and inflate it, the door will open.
Crib it up, because we can't get the stuff out. That's the problem, getting one bag in. Gonna have to crib it, because we're gonna have to lift it in. You're not gonna get that out.